Hello, people. Welcome. I'm here with my little man. We are here, and today, on behalf of all the old people, or the young men and women, as well as on behalf of all the little people of this camp and the little girls and the little boys, we want to appreciate and say thank you to the heroes and the fallen soldiers who made freedom and democracy possible. Now, Nathan, you're going to do a dance to say thank you to them, right? Remember your dance? We call it what? Floss? Good. So, my son is going to do a dance. I check it so much. I like it. And we want you to have fun as we watch him do the dance and as we salute the men and women of the armed forces, as well as the heroes, the 21st century heroes of our time who have been fighting for our very normal lives away from COVID, fighting for us to survive COVID. The doctors, the nurses, the pharmacists, the teachers. Say something. Yeah. Who else would you like to thank?
Huh?
Who would you like to say thank you to?
All my cousins.
Your cousins? Your cousins fought any battles? Look here, Nate, you're on camera. All your cousins, do they fight any battles? We're talking about people who helped us survive COVID and people who helped America to be free.
God.
Good. We want to say thank you to God for doing that. All right, so let's check it out. Nathan's going to do his dance right after this. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to hit the like button, and then don't forget to hit the bell so that when new videos are uploaded, you will be notified. All right, so let's get to it. We're going to talk about 4 groups of people that we want to appreciate on this Memorial Day, who may have some people have passed away, others are alive, but you want to say thank you to all those people. They may have paid the ultimate sacrifice. Some people died during COVID. Millions of hundreds of thousands, over 500,000 people have died because of COVID. And you know what?
It's close to 1 million.
That's close to 1 million. And you know what? They didn't have to die. Yeah. Some of them died trying to save us, the doctors and the nurses and the pharmacists and the teachers and the bus drivers and the
I did not know that.
Yeah, and the pilots. Yeah, some people died just because they were doing their work so that we will have a normal life. So on this Memorial Day, Nathan and I and all families like us, we want to say thank you to those families who lost dear ones, for giving your heroes to us, for making them pay for all of us to live. We say thank you. Thank you. All right, so let's watch Nathan's dance right after this. Don't forget to subscribe. Nathan, what do you say? Say please.
Please.
Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you. We want to begin by saying thank you to Almighty God for making us see this day, this Memorial Day. We want to acknowledge God's grace. We did not deserve to be here, especially if you got COVID and you made it. You are no better than the one who got it and died. So first, to give thanks to are the men and women of the armed forces, the men and women of the United States Armed Forces, who have paid with their lives by fighting wars around us, wars of many kinds, where they did not have to go to fight, but to protect the way of life of Americans, to protect democracy around the world, to protect the freedoms and the liberty that we all enjoy and hold dear to our hearts. These people paid for them by blood, by their own lives. So on this Memorial Day, it is very important that we who are survivors and the beneficiaries of this great sacrifice, of these great sacrifices, it is important that we remember them. All of them, all those who have paid with their lives. To you we say thank you. A nation that has been a city on a hill that many troop to, not for anything but for freedom. And you have stood and defended it each and every time you are called on. While others trivialize this great American birthright of freedom, liberty, democracy, and the pursuit of happiness by selling it for short-term political goals, or by selling it for their food, not knowing what they will eat if they lost elections. You have nothing, and yet you are willing to pay for the safety, and to pay for the freedoms, and to pay for the democracy, and to pay for the way of life of the American people by your life, by your very blood. What do you gain out of that? It baffles me. It's a volunteer service, and yet you willingly go. That is why you will be heroes forever, whether you go to war or not. The mere fact that you are willing to fight and die for this nation makes you a hero eternally. And this Memorial Day, anyone of the armed forces who has passed due to a war they fought, due to an accident they were in, due to a trip they found themselves in, you deserve our salute. And I want to salute you on my own behalf and on the behalf of my own family who enjoy these freedoms. We say kudos, and we do appreciate you for being who you are. Staying true to your values, staying true to your promise to keep us safe. Also, we want to thank the people who made very great sacrifices during the COVID era. Many of them have died, and we remember them. I call those people the 21st century heroes, because before the COVID pandemic, heroism was only appropriately labeled to firefighters, police officers who saved lives, as well as the US Army and the like. But today in our time, we all are witnesses of the great many sacrifices that our men and women of the health industry have made to ensure that we beat COVID disease. Many passed away. We know about a lot of doctors that have died. We know about a lot of pharmacists that have died. We know about a lot of nurses that have died. We know about a lot of other health workers that have passed away fighting COVID. They could have chosen to stay home, taking a leave of absence. Some of them knew very well that even their own health were compromised, and yet they went to the war front. They are the heroes of today. As we remember the people who fought to save this land, let us remember these people also, because they have fought like firefighters. When the fire of COVID was raging, they picked up their water cannons and faced the disease squarely. Some of them knowing that they may not survive. We say thank you. We also want to say thank you very much to our great scientists in this country, and of course to many great pharmaceutical companies. So great scientists, the NIH, the CDC, the FDA, all the great people at these various departments who are invested in science and who contributed to the development of the vaccines that we have today. The scientists at these departments and these companies who made the sacrifice, sleepless nights, to make sure that something called a vaccine is out And you did it so excellently that for the first time, a vaccine is 95% effective. Unthink of. Thank you. We salute you. And those who passed away while doing this, you are also not talked of. Nobody mentions you. But your families, to your families, we acknowledge your service. All those of you out there who also have endured this great last year of a pandemic, we say thank you also. And in particular, those who have taken time off their jobs, their busy schedules to get a COVID vaccine, we say thank you. You know, when we say the firefighters are running towards the fire, you know, to quench the fire with all their water canisters and the stuff they got, you are doing your own bit. By getting the vaccine, you are stopping the spread of this fire. And you yourself are a hero in your own right. So as you call others heroes and as you thank them, I want you to take a minute and say thank you to yourself for taking the vaccine, the things you have done and continue to do to make this nation a great one. In fact, not just this nation, to make this world a better one. As you fight in Afghanistan or Iraq or wherever you fight to maintain freedom, you are not only protecting this nation from being attacked, you are also ensuring that democracy spreads. And for that, we say thank you. You have done what heroes do. And we do appreciate you on this Memorial Day.
Just my children and my wife. Thank my lucky stars to be living here today. 'Cause the flag still stands for freedom, and they can't take that away. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. From the lakes of Minnesota to the hills of Tennessee, across the plains of Texas, from sea to sky and sea, from Detroit down to Houston, and New York to Illinois. There's pride in every American heart, and it's time we stand and say that I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. An American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land.